There are a lot of insulation options out there, and one you've probably come across quite a bit is going to be mineral wool. What is it? What's it made of? And how does it actually perform in a home? Those are all really valid questions, so let's just break it down. Since we're jumping right in, let's talk about what mineral wool actually is. Mineral wool is a dense, fiber-based insulation. It's used in open cavities throughout the home. It usually comes in bats or rolls, and it's similar in shape to fiberglass, but it's heavier and a lot more rigid. Other names it goes by are rock wool and slag wool. Mineral wool is known for being durable, fire-resistant, and good at reducing sound. Mineral wool is made from natural materials like stone and recycled industrial byproducts. The materials are melted at extremely high temperatures and then they're spun into this dense fiber material. Those fibers are compressed into bats or even loose fill material for insulation. Now for homeowners, the key takeaway isn't the manufacturing process, but what those dense fibers allow the material to do. Mineral wool works by slowing down heat movement and reducing sound transmission. Because it's dense and fibrous, it slows heat flow through walls and ceilings. It reduces convection within cavities and it absorbs sound waves. The material's density helps dampen noise between rooms or from the outside. However though, and this is really important, mineral wool does not fully air seal a home. Air can still move through and actually around it. That means while it can improve comfort, it doesn't stop drafts the way an air sealing material would. Let's talk about the pros and cons of the material, and let's talk about the pros first. Mineral wool has excellent sound dampening qualities. It's highly fire resistant and it doesn't easily retain moisture. It also holds its shape well in wall cavities, meaning it doesn't shift, settle, or sag. It's available in bats and loose fill insulation. We talked about the pros, so now of course we have to talk about the cons. Mineral wool insulation still allows air movement. It requires protective gear during installation. It can be more expensive than fiberglass and it must be precisely cut to avoid any kind of gaps. Like most traditional fiber insulation, performance is going to depend heavily on proper installation. Let's talk about the installation methods. Mineral wool bats are best suited for open cavities and they're cut perfectly to fit in those cavities. Once they're cut, they're pressed into place in between the studs or the joist. They're also trimmed around electrical boxes and any other obstacles. Mineral wool can be installed as a DIY project, but as I've said before, correct sizing and placement are absolutely critical. Mineral wool is a solid, durable insulation option with strong sound resistance and fire protection. But like any material, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. The key isn't choosing insulation, it's choosing the right solution for the problem your home is actually experiencing. Now, if you want to learn more about different home insulation options for your project, check out our Learning Center. There you're going to find all kinds of articles, videos, and resources that will answer all of your building science questions. I'm your building science brainiac reminding you to bring a little science to every project.